next speaker is Reverend Michael Yoshi. He is a retired United Methodist clergy in the California-Nevada Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church. He is currently serving as the co-chair of Friends of Wadi Foki, a partnership with a Palestinian Muslim village in the Bethlehem district of the West Bank. His father and grandfathers were incarcerees in Topaz concentration camp.
Thank you, Masako, and also to the Wakasa Committee for organizing today's event and also inviting me to participate with you today. Thank you for your ongoing work of education and advocacy as well. And a special thank you to Sensei Kawahatsu for the invocation of the ancestors and the purification ceremony. Among them were my grandparents, Seisuke and Misao Yoshi, who were incarcerated in Topaz, along with my father, who then was 21 years old. He's still alive at 101. Couldn't make it today, unfortunately, but I think he's with us in spirit. Knowing that Mr. Wakasa was a Christian, it is an honor to represent our faith tradition today. While I had often told the story of Mr. Wakasa's killing in presentations I made to high school students many, many years ago, I had not known until the work of the Wakasa Committee the many details that surrounded his killing. I was surprised to learn that an estimated 2,000 persons, or nearly 1/4 of the population of Topaz, gathered for his funeral the week following his death. It is indeed a testimony to the impact his death made upon the whole Topaz community, as well as a tribute to the Issei organizers who quickly assembled a funeral committee and made plans for the service, including 6 of the different clergy leadership on that day. Just imagine, if you would, the collective trauma, the grief, the sadness, the anger, and yes, even the outrage that was present among the people as they mourned the murder of one of their own. A solo rendition of the Christian hymn Rock of Ages was sung by a person named Kaoru Inoue. I invite you to step into the portal of time and imagine being there with the throngs of mourners as I sing these words. Imagine yourself amongst those 2,000 people who were present at that service. Chirose iwayo wagami o kakome sakare shiwaki no chisio to mizu ni sumi no gegare mo harai kiyomeyo. You can imagine yourselves among the people there, knowing that Rock of Ages has often been sung for people of faith seeking refuge in God as their rock, for comfort and assurance, especially in times of suffering and hardship, and certainly during a time of mourning and grief. May we feel our social and spiritual solidarity with our ancestors who gathered 80 years ago to remember Wakasa's life. May we also feel into what they collectively felt on that particular day with their full range of human emotions. For we are spiritually bound together beyond the boundaries of time and space. And we form community today, remembering this specific past while we commemorate this moment for the present context in which we are living. In the song Rock of Ages, the words, "Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flowed," refers to the blood of Christ that was splattered and spilled when he was crucified. Jesus was, in fact, the victim of a state-sanctioned killing. He was charged with a crime, and then he was executed upon a cross when, in reality, he was only living out God's will for his life. This past weekend, our Christian community celebrated Easter, the day in which we remember the resurrection of Jesus, a day in which we remember that death can be spiritually transformed into new life, a day in which we affirm that God's love embodied in Jesus cannot be extinguished by hatred, violence, or even a brutal execution. Love always prevails. In a way, we are celebrating a spiritual resurrection of James Wakasa on this 80th anniversary of his murder. And like Jesus' crucifixion, Wakasa's murder was a state-sanctioned execution. He was accused of a crime of trying to escape from Topaz, while many of his neighbors attested to the fact that he was only out for his daily walk with his dog. Following the funeral, members of the community built a stone monument in his honor, but were ordered to destroy it. But instead of destroying it, they secretly buried it, hoping that a future generation would find it. The stone monument was their rock for the ages, buried in the earth, waiting to be excavated and resurrected for the truth of his story to be told. Today we gather both in mourning and in remembrance of the untimely death of James Hatsuaki Wakasa, but we also gather in celebration of the resurrection of his spirit. To be in solidarity with him and all of our ancestors, we gather for a time of collective healing, a time of truth-telling, and a time for new life and new stories to be publicly proclaimed. I brought with me today a plate of rocks. You can't see them out there, but maybe our folks here can see them. And these rocks were given to me by a man named Tad Fujita during the 80s, right in the middle of the redress movement. And I was serving there at the Berkeley Methodist Church, and he saw my interest in Topaz and in the other history of the camps. And he said, I want you to come over to my house and show you something. And he had this big collection of rocks. He said, I smuggled them from Topaz when I came home in 1945. Don't tell anybody that. But these rocks here witnessed everything that we experienced. They're from the land that we lived on for those 4 years. These rocks tell their own stories when people themselves cannot. I brought these rocks here today to offer them for our speakers to hold, because I've often used these rocks as what I call speaking stones, so that we might be grounded in the land of Topaz and with rocks that witnessed all that took place with all of our ancestors, so that we may be grounded in the land there, but grounded in the stories that are yet to be told. And so I want to offer them to our esteemed speakers today. We'll pick one. Where's Nancy? And know that these rocks are alive, as well as the stone monument that has been uncovered as well. Turn it back to you.
Thank you, Reverend Joshi. And now, musician, poet, and educator, Louis Jordan, will perform Rock of Ages, a hymn played at James Hatsuaki Wakasa's funeral on April 19, 1943. More than 2,000 inmates attended.